Welcome back, everybody, to another Warpath video. Today's video, we're going to go over the 3 major things of how to upgrade your units and where to get most of the stuff to upgrade them. So if you like it, please hit that like, subscribe button, and stay tuned, guys, to the video. Today's video, guys, we're going to get into some of the unit types to seek after. I've had many questions about what to do with some tanks and some unit types, how to level them up quickly, and how to rank up my power rather quickly. These questions and concerns are from players that are only a couple weeks into the game, so this is not necessarily for some older players, but nevertheless, maybe you guys can hang around for a little while and might learn a couple of tricks that I've learned. And you can also leave a like and a comment down below and help out the rest of the community, even myself, and share some of your tips and tricks as to what you do to rank up rather quickly. So let's get into this. The VIP shop. I've heard over and over and over again, players say that VIP is super important. And what I mean is the bundles that come out, even though they're good, these limited bundles and these bundles that have some of these goodies, like, 15,000 for $50, and then the goodies that come with it. A lot of players are saying that really the VIP is where it's at. And I agree with them. The VIP store opens up when you're at VIP 3. That's VIP 3. Now you can buy VIP by using gold. And as you know, you can buy lots of gold, but this particular aspect right here, if you're going to invest gold, instead of buying your materials or speed ups or many different things that you can use the gold with, a lot of them invested into VIP. And the reason it's so important by investing your gold into the VIP shop is because at level 3, you begin to get these 3 items. At 4, you get the 15-minute speed ups, and you also get these universal components. Now, the reason that this is so key right here is because once you get 50 of these, you're able to click the ticket. Let me show you guys. That way, I was just going to talk about it, but let me go ahead and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if you go to supplies, other, you see how it says 10. When I have 50 of these, I'm able to use it. I get a 4-star unit. If I have gold tickets, which I can use in events, and I get 50 of those, I can get a 5-star unit. So why is that so relevant? Well, when you use your tickets, you're able to, get more tanks, more infantry, more artillery, whatever it is you're chasing after, to try to combine them, assemble them, and that way you can rank them up in the star levels. So that's why it's so important. Now, let's go over a couple things real quick. One, everybody, once they get up to that type of level, you're going to have these events, right? Jurisdiction is one of them. And jurisdiction is all of the time. It's not just some event that comes once a month or something like that. It's going to be all of the time. And the reason why this is so important is, like, as you can see here, you have Monday all the way through Sunday. So pretty much every day is a jurisdiction. It will tell you what happens each day for that. So like if I'm going to construct my base or something, Sunday we want to wait for base construction. If I'm trying to upgrade, my unit troops or something like that, they have a military training here. That's Thursday. So if I'm going to use all my components, to rank up stuff or anything like that, like, you want to center it around these events, because if I have the tickets and I use the tickets on Thursday, it's going to give me more gold. It's going to give me more universal coupons in this. This one right here is going to give me 10 of these. So that means in 5 days, if you complete the middle chest, which is doable, the last one's really hard, but the middle one, if it's doable, these tickets right here, in 5 days, you guys, you're going to be able to unlock a level 5 unit, what, tank, artillery, however it comes out. I don't know what your luck is, but you're definitely going to be able to unlock it. And that's crucial right there, because you don't just want to hurry up, speed up, do your thing, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh man, I can't get the points for this, and because I've already upgraded. Just figure out what days are what, and to push for that so that you can get these goodies. The second one is the Grand Showdown. Now, this one, particularly for me, has we're waiting because we're competing, but this one gives some good goodies for competing against other cities and stuff like that. Let's go to the daily arms race. This is one that's daily. Like I said, it almost always follows what the jurisdiction event is going to be. So you go to the little eye symbol, and it'll tell you Monday is resource, Tuesday is building upgrades, Wednesday is scientific breakthrough. And my point being is that all of your alliance, regardless if you get it or not, will work up to getting these bags right here. And they're halfway decent, but they're kind of in the middle ground because, everybody's doing it. So these are going to be the easiest, but your bags are going to be kind of specific. You're able to get basic strategies. That's to level up your commanders. That's important. The second bag, you're going to be able to get optional silver parts. The reason that the optional silver parts are so key for me is because I find that I have a bunch of parts, but the specific item I need that's upgradable, I don't have. And so when I have these chests, these optional silver parts, notice the silver part, because those are the upgraded version of just all the regular components. When you have the silver parts, you can just use the chest and it will take what the component is that you need. You get to pick. It's super awesome. The last one right here, ammunition. 500, that's good. That's a nice bit. That's about 8 to 10 hours on campaign level 4, worth of ammunition. So that's pretty good. 100 components and also some more goodies down here. So those things are super key. Now, when you're talking about your units, you have 3 different things that you want, right? You want to be able to level them up. And the leveling up of these is based upon what tier you have inside of your research. So you go here, you have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4s that I'm on, that goes up to level 80, tier 5, and tier 6 right here. So raised to unit level 200. That's super key. That's end game right there. That's really big. But anyway, those allow you to upgrade it. Now, when you go to upgrade a unit or whatever, it's going to use some of these items right here. And it's also to go from like your first 10, and we'll do it real quick. So you go to 10 right here. It's going to use some of your ammunition. So as you can see down here, you're going to need ammunition. You're going to need arms experience. You're going to need those 2 things. Now, leveling it up is just the first thing. The next thing that you want to do is you need the components to be able to build, almost like it's its own technology, to build its components to add power to that overall unit. And these are super key because as you get down here, some of these upgrades cost quite a bit of components. So you don't just want to spread them out everywhere. You want to really key in on, what units you want to, invest in, and you want to go for it. You don't just want to sporadically do it. You want a really strong unit and you want to upgrade it. The next thing is going to be parts. These parts right here, you can also go to the parts manual and it will show you. So you see the symbol right here? That means I can build it, but the reason that it doesn't say make is because I don't have all the components, or I should say parts, to be able to make this particular blueprint that I have. Okay, that begs the next question. What is a blueprint? Why do we have blueprints, right? We have all these blueprints. Where do they come from? How do we get these blueprints? The blueprints that I have seen mainly come from the campaign. When you get to campaign level 3, you will notice that you just get basic blueprints, okay? When you get these blueprints, you start being able to upgrade some of your parts or whatever. When you get to level 4, right here, you start getting better ones. You start getting some silver ones and some other blueprints that can really upgrade to higher level parts. But it takes quite a bit of stuff to make those. And it takes a lot of those optional chests to be able to really make it. Now, when you go to combine your parts, okay, so let's go to the parts. With these parts right here, as you can see, for each different unit type and the faction, right here, when you go to combine some of these, like we'll take this one, I have light industry raw material. If I was to use some of these, if I ever needed to upgrade something that needed the quality item, the item that was in that optional chest, like this one, and there's many different ones, I would need 100 of these to upgrade to that one. So it takes quite a bit to be able to get, 10 or 15 of these. That's, quite a bit of material to be able to upgrade those. But needless to say, when you're in the unit and you click on the unit you want and you go to parts and you click right here, if this blueprint is available to me and I have all the components, even though I haven't mixed them yet, if I have all the components to be able to do that, then I can click make. It will cost me some money, usually about 100K up here, and it will make the part itself. Simply put, that's the easiest way for me to know what parts. Now, as you notice, there's the regular bronze, there's 2 silvers, and then there's a gold. Okay, the gold is the highest one. Well, you'll say, Grant, how do I get a gold ticket? What do I do? Well, that comes down with the campaigns. Whenever you make it to chapter 6 and above, you really start getting the gold blueprints. And so you have to work really hard to get up there. I am stuck, as you can see, on 524 because my commander level needs to be 25. So, I mean, I have a little bit of upgrading to do. I'm almost there, but almost to 25. So that just gives you an idea of how far you have to go to be able to get to level 6. And then at level 6, you begin to get some gold parts to really get some goodies or whatever. But every day, you want to make sure that you're doing your airdrops right here. These will give you some components. Your campaigns, as you can see, when I go right here, so like 5 hours into it, 315 bullets, it gives me all of these basic parts. Most of the time, I'm not going to use those parts. I don't really need those parts, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to go over here to the produce shop. I'm going to say disassemble, and I'm going to go to the parts disassembly. So I just got all of these parts. I know I'm not going to use them. Me, not personally, because I know what I'm going after. So make sure you don't ruin your part selections. But anyway, I know I'm not going to use any of this. So I click select and I disassemble. Now look at all of these it's going to give me. It's going to give me all of these components. So that's another way to be able to get a lot of these parts to be able to make the blueprints so that you can put on some of your tank. So 3 things, guys. Remember, we want to level up our tanks or our units. We want to modify them with our components. And 3, we want to put parts on them. Those will make them super strong in the end. And the way in which we do it every single day is we try to hit up the jurisdiction. We try to hit up the daily arms race. We want to make sure that every time, if we have the VIP, we want to make sure to buy up our components. And for those guys wanting to go into the higher tiers or whatever, as you can see at VIP 12 and 2 to 3 weeks in the game, you're going to have to spend quite a bit of money. But at VIP 12, you're going to get the special tickets for each camp, to be able to do that. And then at level 15, that would be an extreme amount of money. You would be able to get these. You would be able to buy the universal components, and that's super important. I mean, if you're a spender, you're going to buy this every single week. This refreshes every 7 days, and it has plenty of goodies in it. The VIP shop, I've always been told VIP is super important. Everybody who talks about whether or not to buy a pack or not, they're like, no, invest in VIP because all of these things you buy are really going to help you progress pretty fast. I've noticed that that's the key. VIP shop is always really good. Let's open up some of these. See if we get one with a unit. Every once in a while, I get some units. Most of the time, just some components and stuff. So yeah, that is one of the ways that you can get the most tanks to be able to, upgrade your units to some of the higher star levels. You have 3, which we disassemble, 4, 5, 6, 7, and above. I mean, right now, early in the game, if you got a 7, 7.5, you're doing really good. You could get, a double star, but I mean, that's really for the pay to win type guys. But yeah, those are some of the different ways that I've found that you can upgrade things really, really quickly. There's also some other small things, but that's really what I want to key in on today's video, to help somebody that wants to know exactly what they need to kind of focus at. Focus on those 3 things, do your events every single day, and you'll be able to upgrade them to a decent level to be able to war with. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you next time.